Join Blessing Christian Lifestyle, and we are going to read Daniel chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4. The king has another dream. All right, so he's already had one dream where his reign was going to be over. Now he's going to have a second dream where he's going to be humbled. All right, that's going to be chapter 4. He's going to be humbled. All right, Daniel chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4. Get a few minutes before I get started. So we just finished the reading Daniel chapter 3, where Daniel and his friends get put in a fiery furnace, all right, to burn alive pretty much. But they do not burn alive. Instead, the Son of God delivers them. All right, the Son of God delivers them. That is Daniel chapter 3. It literally says Nebuchadnezzar was furious. He was mad and he put him in a fiery furnace. But then he saw the Son of God like walking around in the fiery furnace with the three men. And he was at first confused, but he's the one that said, I see what looks like the Son of Man. All right. So that's huge. All right. The Son of Man. Summer. All right. It says here, chapter 3, verse 25. Look, he answered, I see four men loose walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. All right. The Son of God. All right. Jesus in the Old Testament. All right, that is huge. That's a huge part in the Bible. So you might want to write that. Might want to keep that one. All right. God, Jesus is in the Old Testament. Son of God delivers them. All right. God manifested. All right. We'll go into Daniel chapter 4. All right. Daniel chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4. Thank you very much for being on. Try sending that chat. All right. Here we go. Nebuchadnezzar, the king, to all people, nation, and language that dwell in all the earth, peace be multiplied to you. I thought it good to declare the sign and wonders that Most High God has worked for me. How great are his signs and how mighty his wonders. His kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and his dominion is from generation to generation. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at rest in my house, flourishing in my palace. I saw a dream which made me afraid, and the thought on my bed and the vision of my head troubled me. All right. Therefore, I issued a decree to bring in all the wise men of Babylon before me, that they might make known to me the interpretation of the dream. So Nebuchadnezzar has a dream and he is scared. All right. He's like bothered. Then the magician, the astrologer, the Chaldeans, so the wise men, quote unquote, and the soothsayers came in, and I told them the dream, but they did not make known to me its interpretation. So who can interpret this dream? All right. But at last Daniel came before me, his name Belshazzar, according to the name of the God, and him in the spirit. So Daniel, whose name is Belshazzar in Babylon, and I told the dream before him, saying, Belshazzar, chief of the magicians, because I know that the spirit of the holy God is in you, and no secret troubles you. Explain to me the vision of my dream, and I have seen and its interpretation. Right? So interpret this dream. These were the visions of my head while on my bed. I was looking, and behold, a tree in the midst of the earth, and its height was great. The tree grew and became strong. So this tall, strong tree. Um, its height reached to the heavens. How's it going? Thank you for being on. And it could be seen to the ends of all the earth. Its leaves were lovely, its fruits abundant. So, real quick, spoiler alert, he's talking about himself, all right? The nation of Babylon, all right? It's a great, the it grew to become strong, its height reached to the heavens. All right, here we go. Its leaves were lovely, its fruits abundant, and it was food for all the beasts of the field. I found shade under it. The birds of the heavens dwelt in its branches, and all flesh was fed from it. So, first off, it sounds very positive. Verse 13, I saw in a vision of my head while on my bed, and there was a watcher, a holy one, coming down from heaven. So, man, this is huge. He cried aloud and said, Thus, chop down the tree and cut off its branches, strip off its leaves, and scatter its fruit. So, this huge, nice, big tree. It says here, a watcher, a holy one, came down and pretty much said, chop it down. Hey, get rid of that tree, chop it down. Let the beasts get out from under it and the birds from the branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump and roots on the earth, bound with a band of iron, bronze, and the tender grass of the field. Let it be wet with the dew of heaven and let it graze with the beasts. So get rid of this nice big tree and let on the grass of the earth, let his heart be changed from that of a man. Let him be given the heart of a beast, and let 7 times over him. So he's saying, hey, this man, change his heart, give him a heart of a beast. So hey, he's gonna start acting beast like. All right. So let's go here. This decision is by decree of the watchers and sentenced by the word of the Holy One, in order that he living may know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, gives it to whoever he will, and sets over the lowest of men. This dream I, King Nebuchadnezzar, have seen. Now you, Belshazzar, declares interpretation. So he's like, hey, now I demand you to interpret this dream for me. All right, I just told you what happened. Interpret it for me. Wise men of my kingdom are not able to make known to me the interpretation, but you are able, for the spirit of the holy God is in you. So he sees the spirit of the holy God in Daniel. Like, hey, I see the spirit of God in you. Please interpret this dream for me. So here we go. This is the interpretation of the dream. All right. Then Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, was astonished for a time, and his thoughts troubled him. So the king spoke and said, Belshazzar, do not let the dream or its interpretation trouble you. Belshazzar answered and said, my lord, may the dream concern those who hate you, and its interpretations concern your enemies. All right. The tree that you saw, which grew and became strong, whose height reached to the heavens, which could be seen by all earth. So a huge nation, Babylon, whose leaves were lovely and its fruits abundant, describing Babylon still, which the beasts of the field dwelt, and in which branches and birds and heavens had their homes. It is you, O king, who have grown and become strong. So it's like, that's you. You're the tree. You're the tree of this dream. And grown and reached to the heavens, and your dominion to the end of the earth. He created a huge dominion. And as much as the king saw a watcher, a holy one, here we go. As a holy one coming down from heaven and saying, chop down the tree and destroy it, but leave its stumps and roots in the earth, bound with a band of iron, bronze, and the tender grass of field. Let it be wet with dew of the heavens. Let him graze with the beasts of the field till 7 times pass over him. This is the interpretation, O king, and this is the decree of the Most High, which was came upon my lord the king. They shall drive you from men, your dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make you eat grass like oxen. So that's you, and you shall drive you from men. So you're going to be driven away from men. So you're going to go out there, the beasts of the field, and they shall make you eat grass like oxen. So pretty much, you're going to eat grass like oxen, which is very humbling. They shall wet you with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over you, till you know what the Most High ruler rules in the kingdom of men and gives it to whoever he chooses. So until you acknowledge that, hey, God is the kingdom, the high ruler in the kingdom of men. So remember that God is the ruler of the kingdom. And as much as they gave the command to leave the stump and roots of the trees, your kingdom shall be assured to you after you come to know that heaven rules. So it's a humbling experience. That's what's going on here. The dream was a humbling experience. Hey, you have to be humbled. No matter how powerful you become, you have to be humbled. That's what it's saying here. Hey, he's the king of Babylon. The king of Babylon. And it says here, you're going to become a beast pretty much after you come to know that. It says here, your kingdom shall be assured to you. So you're going to come back to your kingdom. But after you come to know that heaven rules. Therefore, O king, let my advice be acceptable to you. So now he's going to give him advice. Break off your sins by being righteous and your iniquities by showing mercy to the poor. Perhaps there may be lengthening of your prosperity. So that's the solution. All right. Pretty much be humbled. All right. Break off your sins by being righteous and your iniquities by showing mercy. Stop being sinful. All this came upon King Nebuchadnezzar, and at the end of 12 months, he was walking about the royal palace of Babylon. So 12 months passed. The king spoke, saying, "Is not this great Babylon that I have built for royal dwelling by my mighty power and for the honor of the majesty?" So he had the dream interpreted to him 12 months later, and he's still very prideful. He's like, "Man, I built such a powerful kingdom." While the word was still in the king's mouth, a voice fell from heaven. King Nebuchadnezzar, to you is spoken, the kingdom has departed from you. So this is literally like the tree getting knocked. And they shall drive you from the men, and your dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. Then shall you eat grass like oxen, and 7 times shall pass over you until you know the Most High rules the kingdom of men and gives it to whoever he chooses. So he's going to be humbled. That very hour, the word was fulfilled concerning Nebuchadnezzar. He was driven from men, ate grass like oxen. His body was wet with the dew of heaven till his hair had grown like eagle feathers. So he became a wild man. Pretty much the king became a wild man. That's huge. And at the end of the time, Nebuchadnezzar lifted my eyes to heaven, and my understanding returned to me, and I blessed the Most High and praised and honored him who lived forever. For his dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. All the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. He does according to his will in the army of heaven, and among the inhabitants of the earth, no one can restrain his hand or say to him, "What have you done?" At the same time, my reason returned to me, and for the glory of my kingdom, my honor and splendid returned to me. My counselor, nobles resorted to me. I was restored to my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added to me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise the, and exalt the honor of King of heaven, and all whose works are true, and his ways justice, and those who walk in pride, he is able to put down. So don't walk in pride. That was pretty much how it ends. Do not walk in pride. He had a lot of pride, and he actually became beast-like, and he ended up wandering in the wilderness for 7 years. All right, that is Book of Daniel, chapter 4. Thank you very much for being on. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Thank you very much for being on. I'm gonna get some rest. All right, bless you. All right, have a good night. Thank you very much.